This tutorial will show you how to manage your Grade Center columns in Blackboard. You want to review and manage the columns and your Blackboard Grade Center in your course at the start of every quarter for every course you teach. To get started, you'll want to go to the full Grade Center. Once here, to get an idea of what is in the Grade Center, you'll want to hover over Manage and then click on Column Organization. When you scroll down, you'll see all of the items that are in all Grade Center views and all of the items that are not in a grading period. So you can see what's here and what's not here. So the first thing you want to do is look at what you might want to see all of the time, no matter what. So the last name is a good thing, and you'll see it says frozen next to it. That means that when you scroll left and right in the Grade Center, you will still see that. It's also nice to have first name sometimes, as well as their weighted total or the main total that you use. And then you have the username, that's their email, their ID, last access, availability, and regular total. So for me, I like to see their last access pretty close to their name. I also I sometimes have troubles with students' names, so I like to have their ID as well. However, availability, they're all going to be available, so I usually hide this. And then we have our assignments. So we have another total. I will probably want to get rid of the second or third totals to be a bit clearer for students, but I'll do that in a minute. And the next thing I want to do is organize it a little bit. So I only have a couple things here, but the final exam is definitely going to come after at the very end, and then I see it's hidden. I would like to see it, so I'm going to click next to it and show the selected column. So now it's shown, and so I'll actually see it in the Grade Center. When it's hidden, when I go back to submit and go to the full Grade Center, I won't see that column. And then I know the Module 1 discussion actually is the very first thing they do, so I want to drag that up to be the very first item that I grade. So it's in order. Okay, so I see there's a total here, and a total here, and a total here. I know that I'm going to be using a weighted total for this course, so I want to get rid of these other two total columns. So I'm going to submit to save my changes. And down here, I'm going to look for those total columns I wanted to get rid of. So I'm going to scroll over a little. I see two total columns here. I hover over the item, select the contextual menu, and click Delete Column. It is final and cannot be undone. I'm hitting OK, and it is no longer there. So I'm going to do the same thing with the second total. And now my Grade Center is much clearer and easy for me to see what student I am grading, as well as their final grade and how it's affected by what I'm doing. It's just a lot easier to navigate now. The other thing you can do is edit rows displayed. If you have 40 students and you want to see all 40, you could put 40 in here and go, and it would list them all instead of having to scroll. Another thing that comes in handy while you're grading is getting a little bit more room to grade. So if you hover over between these two items, you'll actually be able to hide the menu to give you some more room. Additionally, once you've graded things, so once I've graded all of Module 1's discussion or Assignment 1, I can actually hide it from my view, not the student view, but hide it from my view so it doesn't take up as much room as I go along through the rest of the course. So just remember that you hid it from yourself, but it actually helps a lot. Another thing you can do is hide a column from students while you're grading. So sometimes if I'm grading an essay or a longer paper, I want to give myself a couple of days to grade it and put in the final grades for the assignment. So if I hide it from students, the students will no longer see this, so I can post grades and they won't see it, and then when I turn it off, hide from students, then everyone will see their grade for that assignment at the same time. And then if I go back into Manage, Column Organization, I can find that assignment 1 and show it again to myself if I feel the need later. And that is how you manage Grade Center columns in Blackboard. If you have any questions, please contact bbsupport@cityu.edu.